Alright, welcome back to Matt's Math and more. Okay, today is just kind of a review the last two lessons, 2-5 and 2-6. Not too difficult. So today, quick review on how to add and subtract decimals, especially if your number doesn't have a decimal. Something like a whole number or like dollars and cents, where you're not going to see the decimal point. Where on earth do you put them? It's not that hard. It's as cool as swimming with a pot of dolphins. I would really like to swim with a pod of dolphins. Alright, the last couple homeworks haven't been too hard, so we haven't had a real Matt's Math and more in a couple days. I want to throw one together, though, today as a quick review, because we're in this decimal unit and we're adding and subtracting. I needed to show you something that's a little bit difficult. I got two addition problems here. One of them deals with just whole numbers, whole number and a decimal, and one of them deals with money, dollars and cents. Let's take a look at the difference. When you're dealing with whole numbers and you're adding or subtracting, first thing I'm telling kids to do is set up your problem by already making your decimals in line. So you know that when you add or subtract a decimal, you just line them up. Now the problem we have up here is 26 hundredths has a decimal, but 52, the whole number 52, doesn't. What you'd have to know is that in any whole number, the decimal point's always at the very end. So when you set this problem up, this would be 52 plus 0 and 26 hundredths. When you add it, you're allowed to add placeholders if you want. They don't change the value. And this is a fairly straightforward problem. 52 and 26 hundredths. Now here's the difference. Here's where kids are getting confused a little bit. When we switch to dollars and cents, it works a little differently. $32 is a whole number and it has the decimal at the end, but 45 cents, because it's cents and cents are done in hundredths as decimals, you need to know that the decimal goes in front. That's a little different because when you have a whole number that's just a whole number, the decimal goes at the end. But when you have a number like 45 that's cents, the decimal goes in the beginning. That you really need to pay attention to that little part. Then you set up your problem. Always line up the decimals even before you start. That'd be $32 plus 45 cents. Now you could do this one in your head, obviously, but if you can't, or if you need to, you can add your placeholders. And make sure you label this one because it is in money, $32.45. Just a quick little thing to be reminded of. Decimal in cents goes before, and decimal in whole numbers goes after.
So cool!